This video will show you how to use your Behmor roaster. It's a good overview of the process, but always follow the written instructions. Step 1. Fill your basket full of green coffee beans. In this case, we're using some Guatemalan Antigua, about 1 pound. Close the basket tightly and insert it into the machine. Make sure that the little spindle fits snugly into the other end and it rotates freely. Add your chaff filter. Close the machine, turn it on. In this case, we've chosen a program for 1 pound, and we're going to add extra time. My experience has shown that the way I like my coffee roasted requires about 20 minutes. Your experience will vary. The actual programming of the machine is fairly conservative. That's because coffee, once it's fully roasted, can in fact become flammable, so the machine won't let you overdo it from the beginning. To back this up, after about 75% of the time has passed, the machine will begin flashing, and unless you come in and repress the start button, it'll shut itself off and go to the cooling cycle. When you've reached the second crack stage, which you can read about in your Behmor instructions, it's time to press the cool down button. This prevents the beans from over roasting, burning, or even catching fire if you're not careful. After about a 12-minute cycle of cooling down, the beans are ready. But you're not quite ready to yank them out. There's a lot of chaff blown off from the beans as they roast. A good tip? Grab your vacuum cleaner hose and clean the machine out before you try and pick anything up. This will prevent a lot of little papery stuff from blowing all over the room and getting ground into the carpet. Once you've got that tidied up and cleaned out, you can go ahead, grab the beans, and pour them into your favorite container. Nothing smells as good as freshly roasted beans. Now, it's time for a cup of coffee. This is my setup. It's a burr grinder that I've got set to deliver me a nice fine espresso grind. I use it in conjunction with an Aerobee AeroPress. It's a very simple coffee system. All you do is assemble a paper filter in a cylinder, add your freshly roasted and freshly ground coffee, heat some water, generally about 195 degrees is what I like. Pour a bit in to saturate the grounds. Give it a stir to make sure they are all in complete contact with the water. Then go ahead and top it up with some more hot water. Insert the plunger and allow it to steep for 3 to 5 minutes. When that's passed, go ahead and press down on the plunger, separating the coffee from the grounds. And you can see this is very efficient, very little waste. At that point, for a full cup of coffee, you're going to need to add a little bit more hot water. If you drink it like this, it's straight espresso. Now I like my coffee with just a touch of half and half cream. Not too much. Nothing like a great cup of coffee that you've made yourself. Thanks for watching. Be sure to read the instructions for your Behmor roaster before you start, and enjoy your Java.